1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mistakes SAP job seekers make. Hi, this is Mustafa Eid, and we've a special video today as its content has been granted directly by its author John Reed of johnerb.com, its famous ERB mentor and the author of Resumes from Hell and the SAP Consultant Handbook. Of course you don't like this to happen to you. So watch out doing the following mistakes. And starting by mistake number 5, thinking there is a market rate for a particular skill. Many SAP professionals thinking that there is a market rate for a particular skill. But this is not quite true. Before answering this, we should know that there is two types of SAP professionals: SAP contractors and salaried SAP employees. So let's see how it works for SAP contractors. Incorrectly, we like to think that our contract rate is a function of our skill. But in fact, SAP rates are determined by two main factors: the budget of the end client and the amount of subcontracting layers between you and that end client. Not speak of the plain cheap project, which adjusts the rates according to the urgency of the project and the in-house knowledge they fall back on. That's why it's better to think about contract rates not in terms of the overall market, but in terms of a series of individualized negotiations. Okay, well, shifting our focus to the salaried employees, and the answer to what is my market rate are even more elusive. Okay, that's because companies in different geographic areas alter their pay scale accordingly, and salary tiers are not dictated by technical skills but by management level. Also, big companies expect us to take a discount, a discount, just for the privilege of being associated with their brand name. And as a result of all of that, there is no market rate for a particular skill. All what you can do is just try to get a good rate. Okay, well, it's as good as your options. If you have one choice, one project, one job offer, then it's going to be a little bit harsh to negotiate a rate on a particular job. But if you have 3, 4, 5 job offers, now it's more flexible to choose the best project and get a good rate. Moving to mistake number 4, thinking certification is the golden ticket to an SAP career opportunity. Some people think that SAP certification definitely equates SAP job, and this is fairly incorrect. Actually, is a matter of value. Well, there is no one right answer to this question. You can find examples of those who have had success with SAP certification, and at the same time you can find plenty of examples of those who invested in SAP certification and ultimately couldn't land an SAP job based on that certification. So the best way to look at SAP certification is to ask if it is overrated or not. And the answer to that question is, it depends. In terms of a quick fix to break into SAP or change your SAP career fortunes, I think SAP certification is overrated. But in terms of a savvy way to enhance your marketability in a long-term sense, I think is SAP certification may even be underrated. SAP certification is full of controversy because of the contrast between the importance of certification versus hands-on experience. So it is not the golden ticket to an SAP career opportunity. Unless you work in somewhere where certification are only a count. And mistake number 3, chasing money instead of skill. There is still a notion in some quarters that SAP is a way to make a quick money. No, SAP is no longer a get-rich-quick scheme. Yes, SAP is a career, and a good career if you have the passion for SAP. And when I talk about don't chase dollars, I also mean don't pursue an area of SAP just because it's hot. That's a really flawed approach. Well, because there isn't really one area of SAP that is much hotter than all the others. The key to success in SAP is pursuing the area that's most relevant to your current skill. For example, if you have a deep financial background, move to SAP Financials. Don't worry that your friends told you SAP CRM is harder. Needless to say, this translates to project choices as well. Choosing a project with higher rates but mediocre skills exposure doesn't pay off for the same reasons. But choosing the project with the meatiest challenges in terms of skills enhancement is how you stay on top of your game. Because SAP is a competitive business, and those who excel do so, and those that lack the passion for what they do will find themselves going through the motions. Therefore, we have a small test here to check your passion for SAP. It's called airplane test. By that I mean, would you like a hardcover book about your area of specialization to the airport? Or would you actually enjoy reading it? If you pass this test, that means you have chosen an area of SAP that you can truly stand out in. Okay, no problem, you can try the test here, 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 or even here. And mistake number 2, trying to make more than one SAP job change at a time. Whenever you're in a job market, it makes sense to go after your dream job first. But if that doesn't work out, sorry for that, you are stuck with plan B. Let's take a look at how this works in reality. When people try to move to a new position, they overlook that their dream job role is actually several job moves away. A famous example is to moving from having no SAP experience to be SAP consultant, and this actually 3 job moves in one. First, you move to SAP user role, and then getting a configuration experience, and eventually becoming SAP consultant. Another example is moving from a salesperson to an SAP CRM consultant, and this is at least 2 job moves. From salesperson to CRM specialist, and from CRM specialist to SAP CRM specialist. In some cases, these 2 steps can be combined. Meaning you move into the CRM software side and the SAP CRM side in one move, and eventually move from SAP CRM specialist to SAP CRM consultant. However, some people use a magical means to combine any numbers of job moves into one job move. They use so means. And last but not least, mistake number 1, assuming you have a couple options where you really have one. It's small and simple, but still confusing. Besides, it's my favorite mistake. It's happen when you have a job offer. For example, SD job offer. But you are trying to choose between SD or CRM or get the most money. Actually, you are setting up a false choice because you have only one job offer, which is SD. Until you have two competing offers, one in SD and one in CRM. You have to take the job offer and get the most out of the situation. In the end, I hope we avoid making these 5 mistakes in our job search. And I hope all of you land this dream job. Best of luck and thanks for listening.